there.
This handsome ass boy. Hey,
clap.
Yeah.
who's this handsome ass boy over here?
Yeah, see, I heard you guys needed to up the handsome average a little around here, so I made sure to get all gussied up.
You're sweating.
Making sure I'm gussied up. Everyone can see how pretty I look.
I love when it rains because I could be like,
glistening.
"Oh man, it's so rainy out. Look how wet I am."
It's so
isn't
raining.
it crazy? Wow.
I was out there dancing like Omarion.
I tripped and fell into a 6 foot deep puddle.
I tripped while I was doing really cool R&B dance moves.
I think I soaked some of it up like a sponge or something. I don't know. Like
My shirt wasn't this wet, I swear.
It was raining in here, right? You just saw that.
I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah, like it's
You're romantic.
it's you know what the sweating is like it's from the knees too. It's like because I'm
Sweating.
I'm always in ambient.
It's from the
agony.
knees.
So it's like kind of a stress position, like moving around and stuff. It's like
How old did you say your knees were?
my knees would be 93 roughly now.
93?
The doctors thought I had an
Fuck.
autoimmune disorder. Like when I was 18, says like,
Good
they said,
Lord.
you have the knees of an 80-year-old man. Like
What war did your knees serve in?
shit, my knees shit like. God,
Nam?
Maybe Korea and WW2. I mean, dude,
These
93
knees.
right now. It's like let's just say it's 100. My
100 years.
Yeah, my guy served WW2 and Korea. Maybe even was an officer by the time Vietnam came around.
They moved me to general. I wasn't really having to be out there.
These knees fought in every like American war. Like they just missed World War I too. Unfortunately,
They hardly missed the Great War.
If they would have been like 14 years older, they could have probably lied about their age and
Dude,
snuck in.
if your knees were a little bit older, they could have been gassed. They could have been mustard gassed. Cowards. You fucking cowards.
Yeah, dude, like nothing more cowardly than being born too late to serve.
I don't know anything more cowardice than knees being too pussy to serve in the Great War.
Yeah, when fireworks go off, they just give out.
They faint.
Yeah. They're like it's
fuck.
You know what's so fucked up too about the World War I guys that sent these guys off to the most horrific war, and then like they had no empathy for them when they came back. Like they put signs, the stores put signs like World War I vets need not apply.
What the
You guys harshed the vibes so much that like
Is that true?
Yeah.
Because they're all up on.
They were
they're
so
just
shell-shocked. There was
up
never
and-
like also just like
Wasn't World War I when that started being given out?
Oh, yeah, big
morphines,
time.
like when everyone came back addicted to that.
Yeah, because like it was the dude with the horrific PTSD because there'd never been a war so like just heinous and
And
savage.
they said don't apply.
Yeah, basically it's like these guys
Don't waste your time, bro.
like they pressured
guy's
him to
gonna
go and
freak
serve
out
the
on
country,
us.
and they came back like these guys.
See
came back
what I
kinda weird,
mean?
huh?
Look at how uncomfortable Dylan is because of your fucking cable, dude. I told you.
I can move.
We
the
all have our
cable.
problems.
We all have a problem. No, dude, you don't have problems.
You tell
like
me I got a
Dylan,
problem?
bro. You don't have a problem like Dylan. My man was
Yeah.
born with fucking club feet. My
Club
man was
feet.
born with seal feet,
Well,
dog.
no.
Bro,
I have seal feet now.
He's got seal feet now, dog. Look what you're doing to him. You're
You wanna talk about
endangering my
clubs?
man's feet.
Clubs,
Listen.
I got Roman columns, motherfucker.
No, you're. That's what I was saying. Dude, this guy's shit is worse than mine. His arthritis is worse than mine for sure.
Oh fuck.
It's,
No,
you'll
he's
get
not
there,
lying.
don't
I got these ankles been broken 7 times each by a doctor.
Dylan got hobbled, bro.
Yo, doctor. held me down
Kathy
his
Bates
baby.
came in and fucked his shit up.
It broke him.
Dude,
Broke him. Alex couldn't believe it when I started
Dude,
telling
it
him.
was nuts. I didn't know like actual hobbling in a medical sense
Like,
served like
Yeah.
I didn't know it
Oh,
was
and
being
then-
practiced within the past 50
I was gonna
years.
say I would like sleep with these casts on in a bar, but there was a bar between them at night, and my dad like there's pictures of him holding me like a 6-pack.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
Like a big catch.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
fuck.
couldn't stop betting on those parlays.
Damn, dude.
Dude.
I bet if your dad had a Tinder back then, it was like him holding you up like a big fish. Him with white Oakleys
True.
bum in your mouth.
Dude, the Oakleys is on point, no lie.
Bro, yeah, like
Those dudes definitely are a few beers and one Disturbed song away from hitting their girlfriend.
No, not my fa, but yeah.
You got a backward.
Not pops.
A lot of them, the backwards hat, like flat bill that covers your eyebrows.
Oh,
It comes-
dude, hell yeah.
Oh no.
I cover my
Or if-
eyebrows at all times.
If you're a real nipple
That's
head, it
hilarious.
covers your top of your ears too. Like if you got a small head.
Damn, are you showing you?
Never had that problem personally though.
With Small.
Huh?
The small head.
You got small ears, but
That's
big
just 'cause
head.
my head's so big. If you saw them alone, like
Our ears might be the same size, maybe.
let's measure them right now.
We can
Yeah,
measure
dude.
Yeah,
it.
just
put it-
compare
measure 'em.
ears. Yeah, they're trying.
Put it
I'll
up-
do it like this.
We
Hold
need
on,
a
hold on.
series of mirrors.
Just put it up next to it. You got a
Show
ear
me,
disease?
show me your ear. It's basically the same from where I'm standing, dude.
Makes sense. Makes
I
sense.
mean,
man.
really, honestly, if you look at it from where I'm at, it's the same
Dude, and
fucking head.
you got tiny beanie, and I got tiny beanie, big head. Sorry.
This is a fashion statement. See, I picked this one. I forgot I was wearing this thing. Honestly,
Tiny.
You look like a union dude. You look like you're fucking just pissed
Bro, this,
off.
like, yeah, like all it's doing is making my head hot and like nice.
little
I wish
newborn
if only it
baby.
was powder blue. Like,
Fuck.
I want to get all like just get all puffy and I got the fat rolls going all the way up my arms.
Yeah, you look like the Michelin tire.
Yeah,
My
that's
legs are all
exactly what I was
bowing in.
thinking. Aw,
I'm just getting comfortable.
baby Fwang.
Dude, I wish my bones were that pliable and rubbery.
Fuck yeah, dude. I wish there's still a soft spot on my head.
There it
You,
is.
you said there is.
That'd be so tight.
You can do that. Get yourself trepaned. We can do a little hole. You ever heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
Trepanation, baby.
If we like, maybe how can we do that? We could
Trepanation,
soften it
baby.
up a little bit. Maybe we keep your head soaking in like sort of.
Mhm. Like
Yeah,
vinegar or
yeah,
something.
yeah, like
Isn't
a-
that what you do to remove the shell of an egg after you hard boil it?
Well, just
That's-
warm water.
I mean,
Warm water, you just peel that skull right
yeah,
off.
dude, you can, man.
yeah, I mean, like it's
No, but trepanation's real. To make your brain, it's the same concept as like a baby soft spot. It's like people have done in the 21st century.
Google how to get get a baby soft spot in your head.
It's trepanation. I'm
Can
telling
you
you.
Google
Well,
how to re-soften
I
your
want
skull?
some like a wiki how.
A wiki how. I need step by
There's
step
just a
animated
drill,
drawings.
baby. Just a drill.
drill baby drill.
Just a drill. There's a lady who's done it. Well, there's lots of ladies, but there's a lady who made a documentary just her drilling herself. She did it to herself, no anesthesia.
What the?
It's a real thing,
fuck?
and she's in Parliament now. I'm not even fucking around.
That I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
She, like,
These
advocates
limeys are up to some
psychedelics.
wild ass shit.
I
No,
too-
dude, it's from the Incans and shit. They
Am I
started
too old
it.
to start binding my head to get it really?
No,
dude,
no, you're
never
good.
too old
Like
to start binding your head.
like,
you need
Attila
to
the
start
Hun, you know?
extending your neck. You need to
Yeah.
start
You know what's
fucking
funny about that
getting
is
a long
what
those-
those
ass
actually
neck.
does is brings
those
the collarbone
people-
down.
Oh, that sounds bad. That
So it
sounds
shoves your
Well, like, you get to the
collarbones
point.
down?
They get to the point where you got to keep wearing the rings. You can't take the rings off.
you won't
otherwise
Yeah,
it just-
oh, yeah, your neck's too weak to hold your
Yeah.
shit
So
up.
weird.
You
We
got
ain't
little
giraffes.
Skinny shoulders.
Dude, I want to probably go with a big lip plate. Is going to be my
Hell
first
yeah.
move.
Well,
for
dude,
me,
the
like,
best part about a
my
big
first
lip plate.
piercing.
Think about this,
Get
dude.
the-
You get a big lip plate,
Mhm.
then you can cut all your lines right there, and you got your plate,
Bro.
just sort your lines right there, dude.
I gotta let some meats and cheeses on it.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
a
yeah.
charcuterie,
Mhm.
charcuterie and line board.
I like
Bro,
that.
like I mean, dude, think about that. Like, getting people shorting lines of your lip.
Yeah, dude. Dude, do you
Bro,
mind?
you gotta not, you gotta breathe and.
No,
You don't even have to go to the bathroom though. You're just at the bar. Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
you want a cool?
just
I was thinking, how do you pee with it? I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like,
Wait.
I was like, huh?
you stupid ass.
Oh.
Maybe they're looking at my lip plate, so they're not noticing my dick's out.
Dude, the problem is I already have a hard time seeing my dick. I bet that plate, I'd never see that dude again.
No,
that
it'd be
motherfucker
gone.
might as well move
Bro.
to the other
It'd be
state,
gone.
another state.
Oh yeah, like it's like it must like just ruin your top game too. How are you supposed to top?
You can't. Dude.
Unless it blows out and you just
Yes,
wrap
sir.
it around a bunch of times like a hair tie.
Yeah, I mean, you have
Like,
to do
you know,
that. If I was
Or it
on,
stretches too far and then it just becomes.
if
like,
I was on
I've-
top
why
of
is that-
Shannon, my
it's
plate
never
would be
occurred.
drilling her in the nose.
I'm just saying, you making the best of a bad situation.
Oh my God.
well, if I'm like missionarying, then my plate's just like giving her a bloody nose. It's just,
No, see, I think you could give top better than she could give top.
well, what with my
I
plate?
feel like what he's saying.
she's gonna have to like get some.
Oh, you're saying use my giant lip as like
well,
a
yeah,
wraparound
like a hair tie.
situation.
You you wrap it around a bunch of times and then you could sort like that. But that you got to get to the point where you're blown out. Your lip plate is so big that your lip is blown out.
Yeah, you can use your
sorry.
lip as a
That's a
dick
culture.
ring. You know, hold
I mean-
that lip as a nice cock ring.
Like the thing about the culture though is the younger guys aren't even that into it. I watched a documentary
Oh,
recently
yeah.
to where like the younger people in the tribe were like, I don't really
I'm
want my
kinda
wife
not-
to do it. Like I'm not, I don't care if she does or not. The old people are like, no, they have to have the lip plate.
Yeah, Like, I
And
don't
the old
really
people are
want.
like it's kind of
I
like
don't want my
it has-
wife to have a second mouth open.
Yeah, the
Like, what
younger
are you
women don't
talking
want to
about?
do it, and the younger guys are like, that's okay. They don't have to do
You
it
don't have to do it. That's awesome.
because they see their grandmas that like their lips like
It's fucking.
I mean it's like
Yeah, all these young boys they're traumatized from getting caught and tangled up in their grandma's lip.
Bro, like man, that would be
they've seen the real version, like what other.
Yeah, I mean, it's also
more the world. Like
when you take out the plate, it's a little dicey looking, especially.
Oh, it's got to be nuts looking. And then on top of that, how chapped is that fucking lip? You got to be putting on chapstick.
Keep it moisturized.
They got to be pissed that like we've seen a bunch of pictures of it and shit too. I feel like.
Hell yeah, they got to be so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, they don't like pictures of themselves.
Like they're probably like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
Well, like I watched the thing like the Australian Aborigines. They are really not cool with seeing videos of people who have passed on. Like an old video.
Yeah, because that's their soul, dude.
Like even if it's when they were alive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Horcrux from Harry Potter. It's a little thing that's got a little piece of their soul in it.
You think about it, like they kind of have a point though, too. Like with like
Horcrux.
how
dude.
I feel the same way about the AI things that make pictures move, like the AI shit that makes like pictures.
Oh, that shit's weird.
Like it's like
and then people crying watching their grandma.
Yeah, that's kind of satanic to me. Like
I don't know. I kind of dig it. I did a bunch of like so much salvia one time. I got my.
I feel like you don't even need AI though for.
Well, I just really, really wanted to see my older brother move who passed away, and so I did a bunch of salvia. And I saw him like serving some kind of weird food on a conveyor belt, and I was like also kind of the conveyor belt.
This is different,
but it was. I was like kind of happy that I got to saw him move in a weird way. But I was
a
just
spiritual
deep
experience.
Into
I'm talking about like getting an app and like,
it was. Well, I still think it was honestly similarly stupid.
You got
and
there.
artificial.
No, I mean you got there, but I mean not
because it's a forceful way to do it with that type of drug. That drug is not like enjoyable and it doesn't like give you insight. I was just like, let me see some weird shit with this picture while I'm holding.
It still leagues better than like Silicon Valley tech company like sort of downloading it off an Apple App Store and then
So what's the most like I guess spiritually opening drug that you've done? What have you learned the most on what drug? I guess, or what drug have you learned the most?
Molly, MDMA is really helpful, and MDA, SAS. They're both real good to do, not very often, but I think they're real helpful, possibly healing.
Okay,
I'd say that's probably the number one.
Okay. Do you have any learning experiences with nitrous?
Hell yeah, I had one of the worst ego deaths ever on nitrous. It was mixed with ketamine and acid and Molly.
Oh, well, that sounds like a little bit of a better ego death than I might have experienced.
How you could tell that the nitrous like
all of a sudden
at that point I feel like it would be kind of a cacophony of.
I felt like I was not speaking real words, and apparently I wasn't to my girlfriend.
Probably
and then
not. You're probably going
out. And then I thought it was like, but then my brain just was really saying like, this is never gonna end. Like, and I like
this is forever now.
I went nonverbal and my eyes were open, but I couldn't see anything, and it was just these beautiful rainbows. And
nice.
This happened to me recently.
But it was pretty scary.
I got like my buddy who has like cancer gave me some of this cancer like weed stuff, and he went off to bed, and I was sitting in this dark room, and I completely depersonalized, and I was speaking gibberish to myself.
Just like off a strong ass weed trip.
I mean, this is just like I mean, I'm also not used to weed, and this is like
Frank will
some
fucking
insane
have
like
a bad
cancer
time.
patient like weed stuff, and it was like I was. Tripping,
was it
like,
the like medication version that they give them, or was it like just weed?
It was like he gave me some of a gummy, and there was this other stuff. He just had it in a thermos. It was this black stuff that he put in tea.
Probably RSO.
Yeah, real heavy. But I know it felt like it was a lot like mushrooms, except it wasn't like.
It's more confusing, man. In my opinion,
but I wasn't like upset or did have anxiety because I wasn't a person anymore. I was just floating and like I was trying to get from one side of the basement to the other, and it was like pitch black in there, and I was trying to feel my way to it, but I couldn't tell which way was up until I found
Were you at Joe's house?
Yeah, I was
you were trying to find your way around the studio.
I was trying to go from the garage room to the office room, and like just through the little long room, and I was holding on. It was the middle of the night. I didn't want to knock anything over, make a big noise, and I just was frozen. And I eventually found the little window, and I was able to navigate by moonlight, figure out where I was.
Jesus
then I sat in an
Christ.
office chair for hours speaking gibberish to myself. And when I started to come down, I realized I had to piss so bad. I was just holding my piss all night, speaking gibberish.
Didn't even know you had to piss. You're lucky you didn't piss yourself.
I forgot I was a person. Like literally, I was sitting. I was sitting in a pitch black room, just going like, in my hand. It was fucking crazy. I could understand the gibberish in my head though.
That's tight. Okay, that's kind of chill.
Yeah. I mean, I was like completely reconstructing language. Like it was.
Were you observing it like from a was your consciousness still normal, or the rest of you, or was it all you weren't a person? You were like all the way.
I feel like I was primordial goo and pitch black. Like I was.
But you were thinking that while it was happening, or you like are just relaying that now in English? Because at the time, I feel like if you're primordial goo, you can't be experieing English thoughts and stuff. You know?
Well, I wasn't, but somehow I mean, it's a weird sort of perception cross where I understood it, but I wasn't having any sort of English monologue. I understood like the way I was so retarded high basically that like that it was I was basically like what is
I've had some of those on ketamine and salvia.
Like recently,
it was like literal like depersonalization kind of.
And weed too. Honestly, I had some really strong.
Especially since I never smoke either, and I just got this.
I was the other day. I was hitting a nitrous tank, and me and Shannon listen to electronic music. I hit this nitrous tank, and then all of a sudden I start. Like almost as if this key unlocked this door and I started learning the secrets of the world. And the biggest thing that I learned was, man, I can manipulate anyone's behavior simply by being nice to them. They'll be nice to me. I'm like, what a fucking retard thought that was. What a fucking idiot ass thought I was thinking.
It's a nice thought.
I mean, well, it's also like the way you
it means you're a nice person.
Literal interaction, like.
Yeah, well, that's so funny because I had that thought immediately after what you said. Shannon goes, like, when you hit nitrous real hard, you start getting womp, 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 womp.
Yeah.
She goes, womp, womp, you womp. And this is exactly how she said it. So this is how her words came out. When you hit the womp, womp, womp. And I feel like that all the time when I'm not doing this. So does that make me like half dead? I look at it, I go, shut the fuck up. We need to put this shit down. What the hell?
Yeah.
Because I'm over here thinking I can change anyone's behavior if I'm nice to them. This shit tells me this shit. I'm like, man, we're not doing this no more. My fucking dumbass.
I remember like when we were doing it, I was like, I kept trying to like reference shit and I couldn't think of any references.
You had like the vague idea of what reference you want to make, but you couldn't think of any points or any examples.
That's
that one's tough.
It shines best with other drugs, but I think it amplifies every drug. And even like in sounds, like when the one just like it like makes everything.
Oh yeah, it definitely have the sweetest auditory hallucinations when you're like in the middle of a.
It's good if you just want to feel a little different.
Like if you're on acid or something and you do nitrous, the visuals ramp up.
Oh
in the
really?
Same way the auditory does. Or like Molly too. Like you can consistently get Molly visuals with nitrous because it like is a little bit psychedelic enough that they combine fantastically.
Alone just kind of lowers my IQ enough to not like be so like kind of introspective and like anxiety. I just get kind of like
it lowers your IQ enough to make you so uninteresting. I was like, man, giving you whippets has ruined this episode. I tried to give him whippets and ask him questions, and he just
I was trying to think of something I watched recently. It's like I didn't watch anything.
I can chill off whippet. When I first got him, it was from the doctor, and he literally said, "You are handling this exceptionally well," because he was just talking to me, and I was just completely chilling. I don't even.
What was he cracking cans for you?
Well, no, motherfucker. They got the fucking mask on you. They telling you to breathe deep.
Damn, dude, you go in the doctor's office, he's just filling up balloons and handing them to you.
First time I ever got a whip, it was from the doc.
Well, it's true though. He's got a mini fridge full of whipped cream cans.
You just got to suck the top of the whipped cream can off.
I just did my first whipped cream can whippet at family Christmas this year.
Really?
We can't have aerosol whipped cream in my house.
No, the aerosol is bad for you.
Well, it comes out like shit.
It just
take all the aerosol.
Exactly. I mean, we got to just buy the tub, and like I kind of like that too. Like the what do they call that? It's the just kind of in the tub. You put it in the freezer.
Ready whip or whatever.
Ready whip. Yeah.
You can build it in a freezer, then it's like ice cream.
Basically, yeah.
Or Cool Whip. Yeah, Ready Whip's just the off-brand.
My dad. If we get aerosol, my dad does all the air. And if we get the tub kind, I eat it all before they get
there.
So no one gets any fucking whipped cream in the house. God damn it.
He does the air first.
Like,
you don't use the whipped cream.
Well, the thing is that my parents don't eat the whipped cream without ice cream. I'm like, what's the difference, honestly? Like,
true. I mean,
I don't want the ice cream.
True.
Yeah, like it's
shit. True.
Shit. True.
I'm just like, I mean, over the course of like days, I'm just slowly sort of chipping away at the whipped cream tub.
Yeah.
And you could fill it back up with try and cut it with something, like if you got some marshmallow fluff.
What, you're trying to cut it and make longevity?
Yeah, because they draw a little line on where it's at, so they know if I'm getting into it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
you're cutting baggies, selling it to fiends, and they know when you're cutting the whip with the fluff. Like, yo, dude.
There's a little.
All that was mayonnaise to cut.
Some dude guys that fucking eat it, he's just mad as hell.
Tofu.
Give him Miracle Whip, that nasty shit.
Hey, that's better than mayonnaise, I bet, though. I don't know the last time I had Miracle Whip. But...
I do not like Miracle. I mean, it's like sweet mayonnaise. It's like it's not like mayonnaise at all, but it's sweeter.
Revolting. I know I like
a sweet taste to it. I'm not into Miracle Whip. And to me, it's not a miracle. Like that's coming up with that. Like that's what we're calling a miracle.
That's a miracle. We're being pretty loose with this word.
I mean, what is ketchup if that's a miracle?
This is what I wanted to bring up, Frank. What do you know about the founder of Pirate Booty and his mutiny on New York, some city in New York?
Listen, I couldn't open that thing that you sent me. It was like,
Dan, good thing you didn't, because it's Russian malware telling you just looked at child porn and you owe the government $300 Amazon cards.
The government's always fucking making me give them Amazon cards.
Government's always asking for Amazon cards. Government's always coming around and busting my chops.
Like, you missed jury duty. I missed a lot more than jury duty.
Yeah, buddy.
I missed when I was supposed to be there for court.
Yeah, dude, the government loves to make you pay for your bail bond, for your fucking bills and Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, dude,
Xbox Live fucking hours.
You guys are on some bad sites because I don't have to deal with this.
Bro, when you gotta pay the FBI Steam gift cards so they don't come back on your door.
Yeah. Like, you gotta pay the FBI Steam account.
Or they'll show your Facebook friends your penis.
The FBI will show the screenshot from your camera of you masturbating.
Oh my God.
They show it to you, like, if you don't, then your mom's gonna get this picture.
I mean,
we need our fucking Roblox cards.
I mean, this is the same organization that,
All right, wait. Were you saying that the FBI is watching, or that you take pictures of yourself?
The NSA, FBI, all of them.
They're all huddled around the computer laughing.
Just the way you said, they see the picture of you jerking off.
Yeah, they get this self-facing camera.
That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to do.
They asked for the Amazon gift card, and I accidentally sent them the pictures of me jerking
even though they're already watching.
When you jack off, you set up a ring light, and you step away from it.
Dude, when I jack off, I'm constantly squeezing the screenshot fucking picture.
But you just keep that camera on, though. Yeah, just keep that camera on.
I'm accidentally a face forward camera screenshotting a bunch.
That's what I was.
The way I have it set up, it's my balls, dick, and tits.
It's like I was tracking my gains.
I know that's not what you meant.
No, that's exactly what I meant.
So the government got a hold of my gym progress pictures, and they're threatening to
only show my befores.
Yeah. See, I've been doing a lot of inner thigh workouts, and
they're threatening to show my inner thigh workout regimen, and it is real embarrassing.
The government is fat shaming me for Steam gift cards.
If I don't fucking pay for their goddamn accounts, I'm going down, bud.
If I don't send Bitcoin to India, then the FBI.
If I don't call it,
then Amron's coming to cut off my power.
If I don't call the FBI's help desk that's outsourced to India, then I'm going to fucking jail.
Bro, so
so one time I was looking at porn as you do.
Maybe.
I fucking hate as when I look at porn, I get accused of looking at illegal porn.
Yeah, it's like,
because I think when it was right when there's I think barely legal.
The dawn of iPhone.
No, what was the one website that got shut down? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The one where the dude he was getting in trouble for trafficking because he took a girl to Colorado or something, and it wasn't in their contract. Anyway, it was whatever the website was that was stripped from Pornhub all across the way, and they're using, if you were looking at Pornhub as a way to target people and being like, yo, you've been looking at this illegal kiddie porn. You have to pay us in 3 Amazon cards. I thought one time I was getting busted. Real? It happened to me, and I almost went and told my parents that I was going to jail. God, I was like, Mom, we gotta quickly go up to Walgreens and get my bail money before I go to federal prison.
Wait, so you were like a kid?
Yeah, I thought I was facing 15 years to life if I don't give him $300.
This was the iPhone era. You were in high school.
That's still a
the
kid.
problem is I was
we didn't have iPhones till we were in high school.
I was at least an adult.
I never had an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone now.
I was an adult enough to know I was being scammed, but instead I panicked and asked for help.
Bro, yeah.
So you did go?
I almost gave him money, dog.
But you went to your mom?
I was either my mom or my buddy JD, who I go to for like big time advice.
You could never go to your mom for that. Like I feel like
moms, you're never gonna believe it. They said I did it. I didn't do it. God, I didn't do it.
Oh my god,
I didn't fucking do it.
That's fucked up.
They said they're gonna see me in jail for fucking ever.
There's one like I follow Reddit scams, and it's funny you see these ones. It was going on for a while. ChatGPT kind of ruined the bad English ones, but there's this one scam where they would just send this long email like in this tone of like a sort of Bond villain thing, like they have proof of you looking at naughty pictures.
What?
That's fine, dude. This
was an email, right? Like this is.
I don't know if mine was an email. I can't remember exactly how that went down because I went in sheer panic mode to where I was like, oh no, I'm going to fucking prison, dude. All I was doing was trying to jerk off. Now I'm over here. They say they got screenshots. They say they got my IP address.
They send a 15-year-old to prison.
I've never heard of shit like that.
Yeah, you go to. Dude, I mean, like, it was so funny. Dude, it's great to like. What's it?
Let me see that bad one. Let me see this big Danny.
I can't believe that shit. One time, my mom found they happened at once. It was a condom wrapper, and inside of like 4 boxes of Robitussin DXM bottles.
You were getting all loose and jerking off in the condoms?
No, I was having sex. I was fucking, but but not on the DXM. But no, actually, I think I tried it once, but no. But DXM's a fucked up drug. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
That's cool.
No, see that big old light.
That's cool. But yeah, that was the only time she just was
it's
literally like,
autofocus,
this is fucked up.
Usually,
I don't want to see this
I can
shit
set
again.
the autofocus, but
you take it. Go on. So your mom busted you for robo tripping and robo fucking?
Just separately, but it just happened to me in the box, and she was like, "What's with all the boxes?" And I was like, "Oh, it's like alcohol, but a little bit worse for you. But I don't do it that much."
You just say,
I've always been a little too honest.
Mom, when you drank the tuss, you pumped so long.
No, I'm saying there's no way I could have. There's no way.
I mean,
you pumped so long.
I don't know. Maybe I have this. I have this like. Maybe I think you're closer to your parents than you are.
I'm pretty damn close.
Yeah, but you're not telling them how the tuss helps you pump?
Well, I was telling them about the tuss, and I wasn't. My mom didn't want to hear. She already heard too much. She didn't want to hear about the pumping. The pumping was not on the tuss, but she didn't want to hear about the pumping. She was just like, "Don't be pumping in my house," and also don't be drinking the tussin in my house. And I was like, "Well, Mom, this is the only place I got to do those things."
Parents hate when like. Robo trip. Funny enough,
she never saw me robo tripping. Luckily,
Jack, crazy.
No. She never. I never did it at home. I would trip during the day on it, just like acid. I mixed it with acid a couple times.
Funny, I've been on a kick lately of reading Arrowhead robo tripping stories.
Dude, that drug is a nuts drug.
It's so funny. One guy said it made his like older brother retarded.
I mean, it'll sure. I think it's one of the ones that can do that. To be honest.
It's just. Let's read. Yeah, there's some good ones, and there's also like the best the Arrowhead ones are the nutmeg trips.
Oh, I mean, those aren't. That's not even the scary ones. Are the Datura trips?
Daturas, that's scary.
I grew
nutmeg
Datura.
is where you just get really sick and scared.
I grew Datura last year though.
What's that?
I grew Datura last year.
Oh, really?
Well, I've smoked it a lot. I've eaten the small amounts.
Shit, right?
I've eaten small amounts of seeds, but even in tiny amounts, there's enough to make me feel nervous.
Right?
Yeah,
you can OD on that.
You can die.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't. But I've never had a problem smoking it, and they used to actually prescribe rolled cigarettes of it.
Common flower, right? Doesn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, the flower's called
I don't have a booger in it.
Angel's trumpet or devil's trumpet or Jimson weed.
Okay.
It grows in like ditches everywhere. But yeah, I grew it by seed last year. I'll probably try again this year because the flowers are beautiful. They bloom at night. I love plants and I love smoking it. It's pretty nice to smoke. They used to prescribe it in cigarettes.
Yeah. I'm trying to grow a sunflower. One sunflower.
One sunflower.
But I feel like it's gonna get shit pushed in.
Give you a bunch of tobacco seeds or maybe tobacco plant if you want a tobacco plant.
I would I want to start farming something. And tobacco seems like I can give
you a pot that is full of like 40 tobacco seedlings, and you can pick them out and thin them when they get bigger if you want.
I'll tell you what. I'll
just give it to you for real.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
bro. I'll be like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm moving, and I have several. They make so many seeds that like. This is like so serious compared to your normal shit.
Here's the good part about it.
But the seeds, they make so many that like all my
first time we're getting in.
We get into topics though like this sometimes too.
Yeah,
usually it's
me in history. Into actual botany, which is nice because a lot of times it's history and stuff.
I can get into some of the chemistry of it, but
whores.
What's the horticulture?
Horticulture.
Yeah, whores to culture.
Dirty horticulture.
Yeah,
horticulture.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this and it's been bothering me, and I think that it can't not have been done, but I don't think we've done it. But fucking father of the nation, bros, me, Ben fucking Franklin. I'm up here. I'm gonna put a fucking kite up in the sky. I'm gonna put some fucking lights on this bitch because I need to see these horse titties better in this dark ass house.
that is.
So it's
is that the way he told it?
Yeah, well, he's from Philly. It's a father Philadelphia. Hey yo, we're going to France to fuck some whores. I'll be back next spring, idiots.
I heard he lied about the whole kite thing.
Yeah, dude. He didn't do that. He was too busy hiding bodies in his basement.
Bro, first of all, he was a wild dude because he invented like a million things. He invented like a big glass catheter. He just like big glass, like two.
Yo, listen, bro. We need to get deep in that penis. We're gonna build it. How do we do it? What's this nice?
He destroyed urethra.
He did that, and like
he's a sounding monster.
Dude, yeah, he
made a glass piano or some bullshit.
I've seen that shit.
That's the.
And he was doing that. He was probably going. He's probably going, this would be great if I put it in my penis.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't wind up as ambassador to France by chance. He's
dude.
Like, he dibs on ambassador to France.
Dude, ambassador to France. Yep. I actually know a guy. He's gonna love my glass sounders.
Bro,
I'm gonna fucking stretch his dick wide.
He was like, he was really big on air drying after his baths. Like he was just like,
air dry that shit. Hey,
hang out naked and
don't smear me with no shit.
There was a story one time he in his journal he said he saw a whirlwind, which he saw a small tornado and just chased it naked. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey yo, nothing. Let me tell you something. Nothing is better in this entire life than fucking a nice tornado breeze whipping your dick and balls against your thigh.
Dude, when they had the tornado sirens recently, I wish I was out there naked. I was
just
out there
wagging your dick in the air.
I was clothed, but I was outside screaming at God.
Dude, the tornado would have been strong enough. Like if the winds were strong enough, your penis would have gone.
The fucked up thing about the tornadoes. Is if you get sucked up in one, it's gonna rip your clothes off, and it's gonna make you naked. There's no way to keep your clothes if you get sucked in the tornado.
Yeah, well,
bro, imagine shrinkage.
Awesome.
Like they find you with shrinkage. Like,
dude, the worst
tornado shrinkage.
The worst part, dude. If you get your fucking like.
Probably spun off.
If something happens where like you lose your footing and you're on the ground, then it starts sucking your pants off. So now you're on the ground with your ass
suck
out.
your pants off while you're in the air. I mean, this is a lot of winds. Like I swear, the tornado sucked the rest of it away. There was a lot more before.
Dude, I've been seeing these videos. When they do intersection lockdowns where it's just cars doing like donuts in intersections.
Oh yeah.
So there's a bunch of them where dudes get fucking ran over in them because they get too close to the chargers, and the chargers will
I've seen
pull people under, and the back tire will pull people's pants off. Yeah, I keep seeing.
No, that's where I've seen. I knew I
keep seeing dudes' asses get
totally wet.
Dude, as if like that's the. Oh god.
Oh, I saw
their city, bro.
Running with the bulls. There's running with the bulls.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like
his pants off.
Yeah,
I think he was running with the bulls.
I was just about to bring up running with the bulls.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen a bunch of times.
Pull their pants off.
It's like how hard a thing hits you is nuts. You'll be laying flat on the ground, the bull hits you, and you fly 12 feet.
Yeah, yo, one of Shannon's friends had a friend that went running with the bulls and shit. And the fucking horn went in his ass.
That's what.
In his ass and out his belly button, bro.
I mean,
that's
what happens. I mean, you don't run. You shouldn't run,
bro.
You shouldn't be running with them things.
No, bro. You should. You can't squeeze their balls and piss them off.
There's a tomato festival
poke at them and then run.
Everything's like you got no advantage over that thing. Like if you're running with it, you're not even smarter.
No. My stepdad rode bulls and he got his chest broken by one.
Bro,
stomped on.
But, shit!
But
imagine luckily they got the clowns and stuff to
dude, those dudes do some hard work. I've been to a few of those. I've been to quite a few. And those dudes.
I saw a dude get his fucking scalp kicked off.
Well,
it was like a dude doing the horse, and the horse was bucking.
Oh,
and it hit him in the back of his head, and it was like this dude, a quarter panel of his head just flipped up.
You know, these people have no respect for these animals, and obviously,
dude, they're just squeezing their balls and then putting them in pins where shit's getting mashed against their ass.
You know who really doesn't though? I got on a kick for a while watching. You ever see the poker games where they have like a couple of sitting around a table in the middle of like a bull, like a rodeo ring, a bull thing, and basically like it's like a game of chicken where they're all just sitting there and the bull's gonna like fuck them up and shit, and it's whoever's the last one sitting there is like the winner. Yeah,
That's
and like I saw one where it's like. This like dude got drilled and he got drilled like 3 times on his way out. The thing was not letting up.
I feel like that's often how it goes.
They send those little dogs out. Those dogs are fearless, man. Like there's these 2 little dogs that go nip at its heels.
The dogs will scare the bulls more than
those things are. It's wild out. Dude, those little things go after the.
I had to try to get a bull back in its pen once, even, and that was scary. I couldn't even do it. He charged me, and the guy I was with was like, just stand your ground, yell, and I couldn't do it. I stepped aside, and then the dude was there, and he's 50, but he's smaller than me, and the bull charged him, and he was just like, and the bull it stopped because it's just a farm bull,
right?
Still, it charged. Still, me, like holy,
the stand your ground thing. You had like. Even if you do that, it knows if you're scared. Like you gotta
exactly. That's why I was like, I have to step aside because
you find a video
he was like, that was the right move.
Stand your ground. I was like, nope.
Yeah, because you can't I
was like, I don't have the balls that bull does.
Exactly, because they're
dude.
Man, that shit is.
It was gnarly, and I got the cows back in fine. Whatever. I just told them to turn around and walked them down the step, and they were a little, even not quite aggressive, but the cows are a little like. They're big, and they have their own idea, and they were coming up a trail that they weren't supposed to. Through the woods, and
look at this video of this boy getting gored.
Oh, is this the dude?
Yeah, this is a video.
Oh, wait. It just...
Did it happen quick?
It happened too quick to really see
Here you go.
Because he's not...
Oh,
that was it. It did it.
Yeah, well, he was getting dragged into the camera.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
Oh boy,
man! I seen one of this just big fat guy in these jeans that are way too tight running from the bull, and he trips before it even hits him, and then it goes and like hits him, and he's laying flat on the ground. It hits him. He flies like 12 feet, but only 6 inches off the ground the whole time.
Fuck,
like it hit him that hard. Yeah, to where it's like a line drives him.
Tomato festival in Spain. That's what I'd rather.
That's more my speed. And I hate tomatoes though.
Me too. But I like them on sandwiches. But they just throw tomatoes at people, and just like everybody's covered in the whole town's covered in tomatoes. What is this?
Damn.
Oh, is that
the worst part? His pants are all the way down, dude. Nothing's worse than having your ass shown in public, bro.
Just like my God,
wow, poor guy.
The pool like really destroyed his dignity more than anything else.
What's more embarrassing? Running with the bulls, and then all your boys, like you're studying abroad. Now all the friends that you made, maybe the hot Spanish girl that you've been trying to finger, are like watch you run with this bull, and then they all just see your ass bare on this concrete. Or is it more embarrassing to be in front of like your entire hood, the entire block shut down, and then some dude's charger rolls up on your legs and pulls your fucking pants down below your ankles?
It's worse than a charger.
Worse, totally.
Because like
I mean, it doesn't hurt as bad. Now it's way more embarrassing, and your shoes are probably fucked up too.
I feel worse.
Culture where shoes are important.
The bull guy, I'm like, you're stupid, but also feel pretty bad because like I want to do the running. There's part of me that wants to do running the bulls, but there's no part of me that wants to stand stupidly close to the car.
Yeah, no that. Part one. I never want to be that close to a revving,
I'm down to
engine.
Be there. Yeah, but like
like those are. Or it's wild that you see those races and stuff like Le Mans or like Isle of Man and stuff like the motorcycle.
That's the same place.
Yeah, Le Mans is in France. And the Isle of Le Mans is different than the Isle.
Well, anyway, what fucking race is it?
Well, I'm thinking of the motorcycle one.
Isle of Man sounds like somewhere Frank loves going.
Isle of Man is the motorcycle one. Le Mans is the Formula One.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and like the motorcycles are going like
it's brutal because you don't know if that's
and there's people just standing like
I don't want to see that anymore, babe.
And when crashes happen,
thank you so much.
Like it's dude, and well then 70s like the Le Mans, the Formula One, a car just flipped into the sands and like killed a
Le Mans isn't Le Mans class where like people teach pregnant women how to chill and do yoga?
I guess they sound pretty much the same.
You know, the French have a lot of. They got a lot of irons in the fire, I guess.
Dude, it doesn't surprise me that the French created a class where they can get handsy with some real pregnant broads. Titties milking and shit, and they're squeezing. You know that they do it, dude. You know, they all are pregnant. You know they fuck. They put out. Only French dudes would find a fucking way to capitalize on that. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
This makes me sick. Can you believe that, Dylan? That's the type of people that we share this world with.
You know, like, I mean,
my dad was thinking about him and my stepmom selling milk to like the power lifters. I feel like that's kind of the same.
Like on
selling
titty milk. Because I got a little brother who.
I was genuinely, I didn't want to overstep, but yeah, I mean, I guess
that was like a wet
they were
nurse.
trying, like, my dad was like, and my stepmom were like, well, we have some extra, like, and it. Like,
so I mean, what is he just
people pay a lot of money.
He just puts a bucket and just
no, it is. Come on.
To me, like if there's
no disrespect.
No,
but, I mean,
like you keep
how
it going.
Do this?
You get
you got a pump.
Well, I guess
and she has a baby too. But she has a pump.
Shannon, if
I'm not going to talk too much on
and it's like loud, then I'm getting a sleep apnea machine.
No, they're not.
They're
really
what if
quiet.
She smoked weed and sold it to dispensaries. Now, so you got like
dude,
marijuana
you can get some hemp weed
it lasts too long. My little brothers can't be getting high yet.
Yeah, probably for the best.
I mean, I'd be down for it, but
I mean,
get on CBD.
Yeah, CBD, kratom tit milk. Really tight, bro.
I guess it all goes in there.
You know, it's just like they gotta start them early on.
Yeah,
that way, by the time like they're ready to smoke weed, because weed, like people are gonna be like shooting up weed like directly into their veins
eventually.
By the time like
people
they're
gonna
be,
up.
Like,
I don't know, man.
People are gonna be shooting up pure crystal THC.
Yeah. There's already, I think there's already
dog.
people who shoot up some of the research versions of weed, like the really strong cannabinoids.
Damn,
so
dude,
funny.
I feel like such
I
feel like such a nerd. I never got into doing a bunch of research chemicals.
Well, that's the opposite of a nerd.
I'm still fry my brain.
I feel like we did do a bunch of research
I'm still doing research chemicals.
Every time we tried to do acid, we got research chemicals.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
like it's the ones that taste
N-bomb and shit. Oh, that's
like
N-bomb. That's N-bomb.
N-bomb?
It's called N-M.
How offensive! No, they're calling it.
No.
That is. So
they're not calling it that.
Told them that
they're not calling it that. The chemical structure like spells out those letters.
N-bomb. Yeah, I know. Soft A or hard R. It's no good.
Smoking on that N-bomb.
I'm out here hitting that old.
I was thinking what are some of the funniest like names for like weed strains? It's weed strains, you know. I was thinking I was smoking that Unit 731. Like,
I was smoking that Eunice's secret recipe.
I was smoking that. I don't want to say that one on camera, but never mind.
I want to say that one on camera. I don't want.
Well, the episode won't make it to YouTube.
Can't you just censor it?
Well, no,
why not? What makes you say that?
YouTube like hates us.
YouTube doesn't care for things we say. It's weird what that all our jokes are actual opinions.
There's one thing that they don't like us talking about.
And listen,
who cares?
It's in the news a lot. It's a big topic. And you can't not.
And you know it's. And don't talk about the news too much because that's
we can't talk about because
we're gonna lead to we're getting too close.
You shouldn't have even said the name of the.
Well, we're gonna start getting
smoking on that JQ.
Smoking on that, dude. Speaking of, I was driving behind this big ass truck, and you know how they have like flags with blue stripes. It was a Q with a blue stripe. It was a Q American flag with a blue stripe. I was like, yo, who? I thought QAnon people didn't flaunt that they were QAnon people.
No, they definitely do. That's things like.
Oh, I thought it was almost like.
And also, the ones who don't flaunt it are the ones that I was actually referencing. The JQ is a different Q.
Okay, I thought it was question. I thought it was almost like the first rule of QAnon is don't talk about QAnon.
No, like it's like it's like
flaunt that shit, baby.
QAnon is like Epstein broke a lot of people's brains and like boomer types, and there's like their first internet conspiracy kind of, and it kind of ruined conspiracy discourse.
Oh, so internet. They're like the first indie conspiracy after Epstein?
No, they're like
it's more like it's more like they're They're into the.
They're like fusion era conspiracy theories.
No, not even close. They're
hot jazz conspiracy theories.
They're the Garth Brooks of conspiracy theories.
Oh shit!
I didn't even understand the other ones. Not sure if I even.
They ruined conspiracy theories. Basically,
that's more like
groundbreaking.
It was huge.
They didn't reinvent the groundbreaking conspiracy wheel like Miles Davis did to jazz.
No.
They broke the country wheel like Garth Brooks did.
Yeah,
the
like
country.
wrecked the industry, and it became the biggest one in the end.
Got it. Well, anyway, there's a bunch of this,
and also it's just preposterous too. Like the whole thing, it feels like an op, honestly, by the CIA.
And what do they think? RFK Jr. is the Antichrist?
Oh no, they think JFK Jr. was still alive for a while, and he was arresting Hillary Clinton, but then they cloned her, and because there's a video of her and him eating a baby.
Obviously,
I didn't pay attention to it because honestly, like, it's literally just like
a lot of tall tales and distractions in that.
I mean, there's plenty of conspiracies that are like is the fact that there's elite pedophile islands. That's not salacious enough for you. You gotta have
now you gotta have clones.
Yeah, you gotta have clones.
You gotta have clones
and secret. Yeah, you're like Obama got killed in a secret military tribunal, but they cloned him and replaced him, seamlessly so nobody noticed.
Have reverse universe Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, or like
she was the one who had the hot sauce in her purse.
Yeah, this Hillary Clinton. It was like
you just can't be so convinced.
I mean,
I'm fine. Like maybe they're right, but also like you can't be that.
Yeah, you gotta. Where's your shadow of a doubt, pal?
Here's the thing, it's like
Jeez, dude.
They're not right. They I don't think there's one thing
I can't think of any of them
that they're ruining conspiracy for the rest of us, honestly. Cause,
dude. Because you know what, are good conspiracies?
Because there's real.
It's like all the sea monsters
honestly,
that Russia's keeping from. Those are the good ones.
If you're right, you're right.
QAnon
was
an op to basically muddy the waters and ruin Pizzagate because it stemmed from that, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
Now, I know anything about that.
It's like here's the thing, y'all.
Now we got him talking politics.
I'm not going to get deep into it because all you need to know is that Pizzagate was basically real, but don't look into it because,
basically real.
I mean, don't look.
It's like 75% real. Like I'm not even joking. but don't look into it because the longer you look into it, the more smoke you find and the more schizo you feel.
Oh, that's
because
weird.
it's like it's kind of like the Ring in Lord of the Rings where you hold it too long. And you get,
all of a sudden you turn invisible.
Yeah. It's you go evil Bilbo, on them.
Dude.
Oh god.
Start turning into a Smeagol, just like
yo. In that Skinamax titty porn about Fellowship of the Rings, wasn't it? It's Dildo Saggins was the character, but I can't remember if he was like an actual dildo with like a sad face.
What?
Like a Skinamax thing. But Dildo's almost too racy for Skinamax, right?
Well, the problem is, I think her name was Dildo Saggins, and she was like the busty girl who was doing a lot of stand-up sex with, the stand-up sex where the penis doesn't align. It's like the dude's behind her and he's poking her in the back with his dick. Yeah, the classic
These
stuff.
people weren't sized up right.
Yeah, it's the missionary where like a hump on her belly button and you got the soft core those are really from like a bygone era because like the softcore parodies. I remember The Hills Have Thighs.
I need to give you some. I told them I'm giving them some softcore porn. I'm giving out some Playboys tonight if you want some vintage Playboys.
I dig.
You want some? I'm saying I have like
absolutely.
a ton in my car. I need to give them.
There's something very like print porn is. It's a lot less damaging than.
Hey, you jack off. I was supposed to remind you about something, but you send me too much shit. I can't even look in the text.
Thank you. I've been actually waiting to bring this up now.
There you go. You're welcome.
Okay, so in the first time this happens, I'm like, this is weird, but okay, like, who knows? So I was walking around, I was cleaning up the garage. I was like, because she's getting rid of trash in the parking garage, and I come across a big Jack in the Box burger box, and I grab at it and it flips open.
Oh, it flips open. I was like, why would you open it? You fucking idiot.
No, So it flips open and there's a giant turd in there.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that because
he got too close to it and it just happened.
Like, no, I mean, it was a big heavy turd, and I only have a gopher grabber.
What the?
Oh, you got like the T-Rex arm?
I got the gopher grabber too, suction cup things. So it's gonna grab it. It's gonna pinch some of the box, and it opens. And there's luckily it was cold, so I didn't smell it. So it was cold outside. Now it was too big to be an animal, and like
what animal's shitting in a burger box, bud?
Bro, I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to believe.
I mean,
and then I found another set of turds on a different floor.
A set,
Yeah,
set.
and some napkins that they used to crudely wipe.
What?
There's a serial shitter in our fucking parking garage.
In the same day?
No,
let's put on your Inspector Gadget, or in your case, the Inspector Faggot hat.
Sure.
Got your ass flamed. But when you're looking at the evidence of the turds, how close were the turds in proximity to one another?
Different floors.
Oh, serial turdus, dude. Oh, was it one was in a burger box?
Insanity.
Were the other ones just naked on the ground?
The other ones were like kind of on the ground, but
undressed.
It seemed like the other ones he did it into a napkin in his hand.
Shit into the napkin and pulled it out of his ass.
That's what it looked like.
Wait, is this you said your job?
Yeah.
So, is he targeting you?
It has to be, dude.
I think so.
That's insane.
I have a loose theory that did you help Vanilla Nice with his fucking fake eviction? Are you getting an inside job?
No. See, I think this turd thing has been going on like without any of these other jokesters realizing it. And I come on and I'm uncovering this vast conspiracy that.
Okay. So now back to the turds. Were the turds of same or similar consistency and similar hues?
Like unmistakable.
So these turds,
they came from the same.
Could they maybe have been in the same pooping? Like he pooped.
They're weeks. There's a week apart.
They're weeks apart.
Not weeks, but
they're times apart. It wasn't
multiple days.
Okay, so it wasn't like I maybe missed these turds, but it was like I sweep this floor. And now there's another.
Not even close. Like I mean, I've discovered turds on 3 occasions now, and completely different places every time.
3 occasions, 3 places.
The same turds. Now, the first time there was only one turd, but the second 2 times there was multiple turds.
Multiple turds.
Yes.
Can't you submit that to somebody? Be like,
did it look like they were pulled out of the culprit's ass, or were they plopped?
They were not plopped. Hopefully. He definitely he shits into stuff. He shot in the box. He shat into the napkins in his hand. Like that's what I think, because the turds are wrapped in it's like he shat into his hand and then just crumbled it.
This has got to be one of the craziest things on earth. I'm getting a cramp trying to get in that position.
He poops into it and then just closes the napkin around and throws it down.
He just starts pooping, grabs it, and pulls it out like a mother giving birth.
Anyway, I'm every time I leave him there because I'm not risking hepatitis.
I'm good on you.
That's biohazard. No, I have
good on
first and foremost, any psychopath who's doing that type of shitting probably has hepatitis.
Yeah, and also there's
guaranteed.
I pathologically touch my face, so I can't introduce.
Accidentally introduce some sort of hep turd.
Yeah,
hep T, the newest hepatitis.
Yeah.
I worked at a fucking Dillard's and an old guy. So I feel bad and all, but he had a shit trail all the way to the bathroom.
Brutal.
And I was working on the dock, and the bathrooms are kind of our responsibility, and trash was. And I said, not a chance. You can pay me. I think I said I'll do this for $500. Like if you give me $500 right now
per handful, or
there were no handfuls. It was just it was just a trail of it on the floor that came out.
$500 per new thing of paper towel to wipe up.
Yeah, exactly,
that shit.
dude. I would have
looking at $3,000 cleanup.
Much more than $3,000. There was a long trail.
Oh no,
poor guy. But I was like, there's no chance.
My first day
they
at
asked me
Carol
to do that.
House,
I said, fuck no,
dude. The first day I worked at Carol House, my boss, the big baby. Talking about, I miss my dad. This dude fucking was like, oh, you got to pay your dues. You got to go clean the parking lot. Because he knew what was out there. I was like, okay, whatever. I go out to the parking lot. There's just a homeless dude had his dinner, shit right next to it and left. And there was beans, a tall boy, and then he grabbed the fence and leaned back. Because you can see, if you put yourself
he's got a routine.
I looked at it, I was like, absolutely not.
I never thought about it though, because I always thought that I could never shit outside, but if I had something to grab onto, I could have
something to dangle. Yeah, because my body
I might have a new thing.
Not bad.
I can't do the Eastern world's shit. If I'm doing this, because I have such a weak hip situation, my body starts cramping, and I poop like a Westerner. I should use all of my fucking squeeze all that shit out of me.
You gotta try the Elvis every time.
I can maybe shit while power walking or something like.
Dude, I'm literally. My heart's gonna give out. I'm gonna be the king,
I've been scared.
bro.
I've been scared.
I'm gonna totally Elvis on a toilet from just squeezing a turd out.
I mean, I waste so much time just on my phone on a toilet, not even doing anything. I'm probably gonna die on a toilet because I hang out there.
I like.
I need a squatty potty, but
a squatty potty or like the bathtub in my house right now is right in front of it. So
I need to get like a hospital bed with stirrups.
You're just like you're
yeah, so
I just like, babe, I got a shit. I put my legs up for me.
You'd like it laying
right.
down.
You start butt plugging just to gauge, just that like loosen it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, dude, I took a laxative and then it was like the night I went to bed and then I woke up and had to go to work in the morning.
Oh no, were you late to work?
No, I was pretty damn close to shitting in a public park or something though, because I was like, I was screaming. It was painful. I was screaming. I knew it was, and there was luckily a porta potty outside these people's house. There's like construction, so I like ran to the porta potty and shat and like.
You ruined a couple of like construction workers' day,
dude. Yeah,
they're getting open. There's gonna be a cleaned up.
It was
potty.
clean. Yeah, it was clean.
You were the first pile in there.
I was this. I
love defiling.
Dude, I was
clean porta potty.
I was the second. I was the second pile too, and I think maybe the third because that day was rough.
Oh boy,
you draw some graffiti on there too. No bitch is safe from Chicago.
No bitch is
safe. That's like I went at Bonnaroo one year. That was like I remember that being written on the inside of a porta potty. It just said "No bitch is safe from Chicago Ted."
You better warn Jack about Chicago Ted. You better be careful out there.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's scary. We got to walk around Bonnaroo knowing Chicago Ted's among us.
Yeah, dude. You just got to be careful looking over your shoulder. Yeah. You could be enjoying your favorite set from Animal Collective. Turn around, Chicago Ted. It's plotting on your bitch ass.
I'm trying to see fucking who am I trying to watch? I'm trying to
fucking be. I'm on the lookout for Memphis Mike. I hear he's a real dastardly son of a bitch.
I'm trying to see fun and
fun.
Or
I don't want then for Dan ruining my fucking time.
Yeah, I don't need Chicago Ted. Fucking up my Jack Johnson set,
dude.
I'm trying to be. Everything's upside down, but this son of a bitch just came in.
Dude, we just said that this ain't Jenks.
You love that song, boy. I love that song.
How fun.
Oh, they
this world keeps spinning and there's no time
to wait. You can suck my dick and put it in my brown. There it is.
My brown. There you go. That's a writer right now.
Jacked Johnson.
Jacking Johnson.
Yeah. Do you know his? Yeah, it's he's. I have a feeling that he's like probably like that. It'd be so funny if he was like a really mean like sicko dude. He's just chill
like
guy. Like
he's probably what I'm worried about is you see somebody with such a nice, friendly, peaceful demeanor, and they could be complete monsters or perverts, much like the not so impractical jokers. Have you seen in the news that they've been pulling not too
to me, I never thought of those guys as being like whole,some necessarily.
Well, no, not wholesome, but grooming. Murr's out here grooming bitches, young girls saying, "How about you message me when you're 18?"
Is that a new development?
No. This is a new development because Joe Gatto.
Sal and Joe better be okay.
Sal's okay. Q's unheard of right
Joe's
now.
Good,
Joe actually had to cancel his American tour because he's biting bitches on the butt. And so much so he had to turn himself into sex rehab.
How do we know they didn't have to do this because they were being told to do it through an earpiece?
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, dude. If you don't go up and bite that girl's butt, we're gonna show the internet this picture of you jacking off, and you're gonna see.
This one's called grooming at the grocery store.
Yeah, grooming at the grocery store. You have to go up and groom a girl in front of her dad.
See how long she'll let you groom her.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Murr definitely looks the most like he'd be a groomer.
Well, then there's also some dastardly stories about there's only two of them married, and one of them likes to watch dudes dog ball their wife. Okay. So either Murr or Joe. Q isn't married, I don't think.
Oh.
Only two of the Johns is married. Mm-hmm. So one of them likes to watch their lady be dog balled.
All right, I mean, I think,
to me, I don't know because I don't think it's Murr because it seems like that. But Murr, you ever notice he's the guy that can get anybody to go along with anything. Like whenever he's in like the challenge, like no matter how insane or ridiculous the thing is, he's so like likable and stuff that people will go along with even absurd things like, more so than like Sal.
He's
like
nervous. Cute. He's like small and cute. You know,
his energy is very like
they're not. He's not. He's very benign energy.
Yeah, and it's also like
so you wouldn't be threatened by
that weird, soft, friendly beta energy.
Yeah,
he just has an aura that says, "Hey, how about you come over and fuck my wife?"
I love that fat picture of Sal they always use for everything, where he's like looking over his shoulder.
Fat Sal rules.
I like Sal.
I like Sal too.
Good.
I think he's safe from
he's safe because he has so much like anxiety and like sort of like he's such a nervous guy that he wouldn't do anything like.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if he were to try, like
he also
say he were a predator, he'd be too nervous to actually go and hunt. He'd be like, "What if I say something?"
Sal's like an actual stand-up though, like more so than any others. Like he's
good stuff.
He's actually in stand-up.
He's funny. Yeah, he's been on some funny shit I watched.
A lot of podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen him on some podcasts that were good. Yeah.
Dude,
I drank too much last time, but can I hit that?
Yeah, of course. Oh, and so Dylan is back to redeem the episode that we tried to do. We all got a little too drunk.
Like, it was the getting drunk on the pie. It's like when you're drunk before you start recording.
When you're drunk before you start recording.
That's when it gets like.
And when you brag about having a big dick and banging hot black girlfriends.
Hey,
no, I mean, you know what? I thought
couldn't get over it.
Here's the thing: I actually
tried to make jokes.
I did
first part. You just talked about how hung you were.
Can I say? Can I say? No. I was like, I'll give him this.
I believe that.
It was so fucking tight. No. I was like, yo,
I do have a hot ass.
I gotta think about this because I realized there wasn't the funny to that because like you're like talking about how you were an empath, but you couldn't imagine a world where you had a small dick.
Yeah, you were saying. I asked you. I go, what's your biggest weakness? Yeah, and you said I'm so much empathy for my friends.
You couldn't even hypothetically.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, well then, if you're so empathetic,
that's so fucking funny.
Never
to me.
imagine.
Yeah, like if you're so empathetic, then imagine a world where your dick isn't shit. I can't because it's not. I'm like, but dude, imagine if it is. You're like, well, I don't, so I just can't. I was like, dude, come on.
I didn't
pretend for a second.
Didn't say I have a good imagination, man.
Imagine. A world where your penis is tiny.
Yeah, our show's kind of about like
I could imagine it tonight since I'm not drunk. I think
it was just so funny. We were trying to set up we were just trying to set up a joke.
I was never gonna
dude.
I was never gonna let you.
It was so tight. Yeah, it was so funny.
Never gonna let you.
Because there was like I was making. I don't even remember the bit, but
no, I'm average. I'm average. I'm average.
You know, well, on our show it's small. On our show you're small.
Yeah.
You have to put your worst foot forward here.
Yeah, on our
everyone's
show,
small
everyone's tiny. Everyone's doesn't go past their balls.
It's small and you're gay.
It's small and you're gay. No matter what.
Yeah, retarded.
It's
definitely. Everyone's definitely some retarded small penis.
Well, my dick is definitely retarded.
When you come here, you get to be there. Now you're getting the hang of it.
Well, that's been true from the get-go.
On this show, we like to be the worst version of ourselves.
No, my dick is definitely retarded, but
you know, it's
Wait a minute.
Hopefully, my girlfriend is not.
He's retarded, like good. Is Dylan about to start doing like my dick's retarded and my dick's big and shit and
Can we bring back retarded around to be like a good like?
Yeah, dude. That shit went retarded.
No, that's not what I meant. Wink, wink.
Someone's lights are on in the driveway.
Oh, really? They should have gone on.
Probably going to be Frank. Babe, could you turn those off if Frank gives you the keys?
Here.
But yeah, I mean, back in the day,
when
the Black Eyed Peas got shut down, they had to change everyone doing things that were so retarded to being stupid. Like, that was stupid cool.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
You want to go turn the lights off?
Well, thanks for letting me know on the pod. Yeah, that was very kind.
Well, it was the funniest thing because it was like, oh, my man's biggest weakness in life is he's too empathetic for his friends and everything.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Like, I think our show's not like any others too, where like, you know, we're not sort of what's the word for? We're trying to like.
We don't celebrate our triumphs.
Yeah, the through line is humility, like
it's too drunk
crushing failure and humiliation as
that's the gold medal.
That's our bread.
I think I was drunk enough that I thought that like my arrogance would come across as like the opposite, and it probably just came off as steadfast,
so
holding
tight,
it.
Dude. Yeah, it was so funny.
Shut the fuck up.
It was so funny.
You should throw the audio.
I mean, honestly, I thought it would have been good if we could have not cross talked so much much. The crosstalk was the only problem for me.
Well, I've probably done that too much this time too.
Well,
but
no,
I know it was.
This one's been
I know we were talking.
We were all hammered.
Like,
dude, I got pulled over on the way home.
I know you told me that,
was
and I was
crazy.
like, oh my god.
What, did you show your tit to get out of it?
Yeah, I mean,
how the fuck did you get off that one?
Man, I'll tell you,
sweaty as fuck, smelling like booze.
How didn't you go to goddamn jail? I was the perfect level of drunk to where like I was like fully accepted my fate and was like just not like even not stressing about it. And
did you give him your ID and go, officer, I'm an organ donor. I can give. Well,
my license was suspended.
Just do that.
Well, here's the thing. Timing is what happened. Is because
donated to me.
My license was suspended. I did know this because my insurance lapsed a month or so before, but I pretended that I didn't know my insurance lapsed a month before. Thus, I wouldn't know my license was suspended.
Thusly,
and I had proof that it just expired. So I was like, oh. I can't even believe this. Like,
I can't believe.
And it's like and I was totally like just chill about it. And I was worried too because I had a bunch of shit in the back. Like one of the cops was just like a junker or something. Like my dad likes to collect shit, And then, the worst part too is my car didn't start after. They let me go. And they're like, everything okay? I'm like, yeah, it's a solenoid thing. I knew what to do. I walked over there and I fucking flipped the thing and I'm
did the little whatever you guys.
Yeah, I was on. Yeah, and I could not even believe it. I was shouting Allahu Akbar all the way home.
Bro, go turn off your fucking lights real quick.
Turn off lights?
Yeah, my headlights.
Turn off the lights.
Oh, your lights. You want me to play a song again this time?
Yeah,
or no?
Actually, if you want to, go ahead and grab a guitar.
Okay.
We're at about an hour and 5 minutes.
So let's hit a song.
We're at an episode. If we can cap it off with a musical guest. Well, let's get a musical guest. Yeah. Frank, come on in.
Yeah. Should I wait for you to come back, Frank?
I looked under chairs, I looked under tables, trying to find the key to 50 million fables. They call me the seeker. I've been searching low and high. Won't get what I'm after day I die. I asked Bobby Dylan and I asked the Beatles. I asked Timothy Leary, but he couldn't help me neither. They call me the seeker. I've been searching low and high.
My man's been looking low and high, boy.
Won't get what I'm after till the day I die.
To the day he died, motherfucker. Woo! All right, bet. Well, I'm talking about. Well, Dylan, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah.